Hey.
Yes.
It's always a nice knowing that you're doing it right.
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. I love seeing all your faces on this call tonight. We are just coming off of a awesome weekend. I don't know about the other girls that were with us, but today's been a struggle. Just trying to get back. When you're used to going to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and sleeping till 5 or whatever, and you go to bed at what, midnight, and wake up at 6, and have a full day. It's hard to recover from that. So but we had a great weekend, and Katie, we're gonna talk about that in just a little bit, and then we have a special announcement at the end. But before we get into that, I just wanted to touch base again on our Discover Zaya call that is this Thursday at 7:30 Central. Do everything in your power to be on that call, you guys. The more people we can get on the call with our prospects, the more energy is there and the more excitement these prospects will see and feel. So we want to keep the energy high. So the more people we can get on, the better. You guys just need to get your people there. And Katie and I will share our stories. We're going to go over, the most common questions and objections and all of that. So all you have to do is just get them on the call. If you're following the template that I gave you early on for the posting schedule, continue with that right up until Thursday. But also with that, you still need to do follow-ups. You still need to reach out to people. You can't just post and then hope that they're going to come to you. Some will, but others won't. So you're going to need to reach out because a lot of people don't see all of those posts. So make sure you are still reaching out to people that you've talked to in the past about it, and see if they would be interested now, if it's a better time for them. And what else did I have about that? Also be posting it on your stories with, polls and questions, and then, follow up with everybody that comments or posts on those too. So just keep going. And like I said, just shoot for 3 people to get on that call. And we hope to have a big group and keep that energy high. So does anybody have any questions about the call? Anything? No? Okay. Well, Katie, I am going to turn it over to you then.
Yay. Okay. Well, thanks for being on tonight. I just want to, shout all of you guys out. I know the summer is insane and our kids are up later. It's still light out. It's really hard to be on these calls, but you guys are here, you're showing up and doing the thing when it's hard is what's going to move you forward. So kudos to you guys. I know, I really know that it's not easy, but thank you for being on. Okay, so over the weekend, we had our Leaders and Achievers retreat. It was our first ever. If you're newer to the team, we had the qualification period from January. It was January, February, and March. We took the top 10 recruiters from our whole team of around 3,500 women and a few men. And we took double Zaya executives on our team. So it was leaders, double Zaya executives, and achievers, those are recruiters. So it was really fun because we had a really eclectic group of people. We had people that were kind of brand new. Sorry, kids and dogs. We had people that were brand new, and we had people that have been here with us from almost the beginning. So it was really awesome to see this wide variety of people come together. And if you guys want to hear more details about the retreat, I just recorded a podcast about it that will launch Thursday. So I was just having a hard time summarizing it on social. And so I just talked for about half an hour about it. But it was one of those things that was like, I feel like it was so special. It's hard to come and be like, you should be there. It was so special. So, that just is, I don't know, it's just kind of hard to explain if you weren't there, but we're going to try because we really want you at the next one. We're going to talk about that at the end of the call. So we've asked some of the ladies that were there who are available tonight. I think a lot of them have things going on tonight. But some of them who are there to share a little bit about their takeaways, things that they want you to know from the retreat, things that they want you to know in general about being on this team and being a Zaya rep, and how it can benefit your life. So we're going to just let them share a little bit. And then if you guys have questions, feel free to use the chat as well. So Amanda, I see your pretty face right now. Do you mind starting?
I don't mind at all. Hey guys, Katie and Monica, thank you for giving me opportunity to speak. You guys, this weekend was amazing. To sum it up in a few words, I think I know I'm speaking for all of us, but I know we had this I know me and Ashley, I don't know if Ashley's on the call, but we had this nervous energy at first, just like, what should we expect? We haven't met anybody, and you guys, me and Ashley hadn't met each other yet either. And going into the house was just amazing. It was like all that nervous energy just left, and it's like we're just one big, huge family. And I know for me, I struggle with having insecurities sometimes, but everyone made me and all the others feel so welcomed. I just love being a part of this team. Like every single one of you deserves a seat here. So it was just amazing getting in there, being nervous, and then that nervous energy leaving. And we were really able to connect, and we're all so different. And my biggest takeaway is that even though it was so much fun, we had lots of pictures, as you guys can see. Food was amazing. It was a good time. But my favorite part was just our group learning sessions, and just really taking away that you just have to have confidence and be yourself, and give yourself daily affirmations that you deserve to be here. You can do this. It's going to bless your life, and you're going to bless so many others just by simply being you and sharing your story always. And it doesn't matter like how different we are. We're just one big, awesome community. So those were my takeaways, and it was just amazing. You guys have to be at the next one. Work hard, get there. You have to experience it. There's nothing like it. It was amazing.
And maybe we'll have a blog post from you, or a new blog coming from you soon, right, Amanda?
Absolutely. I will be starting to blog. I cannot wait.
Yay. It was so good to meet you. It's so fun to see you in the flesh. You know, we see your name in the downline when you're running numbers, and obviously we see your name a lot because you're doing a lot of things, and just to have you there with us was so good. So thank you for sharing. Let's see, Erica, you're not on my screen now. Let me scroll. If you're free.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Where is your face?
Well, I am at a ball field. I know it's probably a big surprise, but
Are you free to talk or no?
yeah, can you not see me?
I can't find you.
I
But
can
Shame on you,
I
Katie.
can hear you. Oh, no, I see you. I see you. Sorry. It's just like playing a game, you know? Okay. All right. You're
Yeah.
pinned.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys don't know me, my name is Erica Hackman. I'm sure everybody after the retreat this weekend knows who I am, so that's great. This weekend, I was an achiever, actually. I love being a leader, and I lead a big team, Team All-Star, but this trip, I was an achiever. So I don't know. For me, I've been to Zaya events before. I've hosted Zaya events. I think I hosted a mini summit. I went to a mini summit. I hosted a base camp. So Lindsay and I have done a couple of things. I will tell you this, there's not one Zaya event in person that I've gone to that I had expectations for, nor I left with, with like not meeting expectation. That makes sense. Like I just go into it thinking, number one, I'm going to have a really freaking great time. And I'm going to make sure that the people I'm around have a good time. I also am obsessed with friendship. I think that's one of the things. I know building relationships. I'm really cool with, if you don't like me, then you don't have to talk to me. But most importantly, I am obsessed with leaving with new friends. And I really love hard. So like, if I met you and now you're my new friend, like I haven't stopped talking to Noelle and Meredith since I got home. So I'm also obsessed with Sideline. I'm really obsessed with that. And I think that that's what I like to share with others. Since I've been home, I know I talked to Katie today. It's kind of like Monday, right? And you're like, what do I do? What do I start? But I never like to take my foot off the pedal, if that makes sense. So in my reach outs today, and I will probably challenge all of you to do this if you went, or if you didn't go, it could be a different conversation. But all the people that I have had conversations with about coming on my team, I transparent that energy. So I'm talking to them about like my weekend, because really everybody that was there has made a post, a story, and we like blasted social media, right? So I love making people sick of seeing my posts. And I literally have conversations and voice notes with these people about the great time I had, the new people I met, and my friends that I got to spend time with. Because literally after COVID, like this is what people are craving. These are the things that people want, right? This is my freaking job, right? This is literally like, I mean, I know all of our husbands are like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do this for work. You know, it's like, it doesn't seem like work. I think that's the one thing that my husband has a problem with. But I'll just leave it at that. Like, I'm like hype, man. I'm just so hyped up. I want everyone I'm recruiting to know that. And like literally, like I'm at the ball field and people are like, I see you. How was your weekend? Like everybody knew I was going to Chicago, and everybody here was like, how was it? Oh my God. So share the love, share those experiences, and use it as a script. So if you didn't go, maybe use it as a script like, hey, you know, one of my friends or my leaders or my upline went to this retreat. I'm working really hard to go to this retreat, and I want to start now, and I want to travel with you, and I really want to go with you. Like, let's do this together. Because since I've started, I've ran with Lindsay and then our Fab 8 group. And so I want to do that with all of you, right? So that's my challenge to all of you, is find those girls that you want to travel with and that you want to be on your team and make it happen. So
good. Thank you for sharing. I know you're busy at the ballpark, but I talked to Charmaine about this today too. It was just like, just walking away from the weekend, just feeling so grateful that this is our job. It's such a gift. Thanks, Erica. All right, Noelle, are you available to speak next? Okay, you can unmute.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I think Erica and Amanda like summed it up perfectly, and everybody's post to me did the same thing. Like I got blasted with social media posts of reading everybody's stuff, and it just made me super stoked and excited all over again. In fact, I felt like we're all 17 different people, but we have the same brain. So like everything that Erica said, I'm like, yes. Everything Amanda said, I was like, yes. What Courtney said, yes. What Ashley, I mean, it was almost hard to come up with like how I wanted to express myself, because they'd already done, like everybody had already done that, you know, reading you and Monica's too. It was nice to put names and faces together and real people. So even looking at this list now, I'm like, oh, you know, maybe next time I'm going to meet Jenna Easterday. I see her picture on here all the time. I don't know who Jenna is, but I see her picture on there all the time. But so yes, whoever, it's definitely attainable. When you guys announced it, I was only August, September, October, November, December. I was 4 months in, and I'm like, there ain't no freaking way. And then I'm like, no, I'm going to that freaking getaway. I'm doing it. And I just dug in, and by the grace of God and a lot of hard work, and I just believed in myself and my team, and we did it. And I would love to be able to do it again. But same thing, like I came home pumped. I've sent out follow-ups. I've sent out things to my team. I've started jotting down like a game plan. Like you guys totally just stoked up the fire. Like it's like brand new again. So it's good. It was like a marriage retreat. It's all brand new, Monica. It's all, and Katie, it's all brand new.
You just gave me goosebumps all over when you're talking about that, just because we were in for 4 months and you made this happen. And we spent a lot of time this weekend talking about belief and the importance of it. And you're such a great example of that, Noelle. Like you believed that you could do it, and then you put the work behind that belief and you made it happen. I have no doubt that you'll be there again.
I hope so. I hope so. I will be. Because I believe that I will be. So it'll be fun.
Yes, you will. That's good.
And thank you again. It was a fantastic weekend, great opportunity. And I look forward to seeing every single one of you guys at one of these. It was great.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being there. Gina, I need to find you now. Hold on one second.
I'm here.
Hi, Gina. There you are. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tell us your
Um,
takeaways from the weekend.
Yeah, so I mean, I can relate to like what Amanda said initially. So when I like went to Summit September 2019 for my first one, like I had never flown alone without like a husband or a friend. And so at least going to this, I knew kind of a handful of people, but there were still so many ladies that I had never met before. And I think that was like the fun part, was kind of getting to know them more and putting the names with the faces. And what I loved is like how you said that we were all like so diverse. I mean, different ages, different backgrounds, different stages of our business, but like what got us there was the belief in ourselves and doing the work. There was a quote that Katie shared with us that I thought was so good that I shared this with my team yesterday. And it was, nothing will work unless you do. So as leaders, I think like we can guide and help support our team, but if they're not fueling, you know, trying to get to that destination, they're not going to get there. So I think by just having that, you know, belief in yourself and just keep showing up every day and doing a little bit of work is what's going to make the success happen. I loved, we did a activity that was like, where do you see yourself at the end of this year? And where do you see yourself in 5 years? And it was just so fun to see the potential of where this business can go. And it like gives me goosebumps and chills to think of all the fun things that were written down and that it could happen, like watching Katie and Monica as, you know, the perfect example of where this business has taken them. So I just say, keep dreaming big, do your best to get to any in-person events that you can, you know, especially coming up with Summit. If you, I mean, the in-person now is sold out, but if you can even attend virtually, it will hype you up so much and just really get you excited to work your business. So I loved it. I actually, see, I've been in, I'm celebrating my 2 years actually this month. So I've been in for 2 years. It was a challenge to try to get away. I have 4 kids and I have an 8-month-old baby. So it was a hot mess trying to set it all up. But I got there and it was amazing. And I just appreciated every little bit of it and all the hard work that went into it and just all the laughs. I haven't laughed like that in so long and cried. And it was just,
and you
it was
just needed
awesome.
that. When you have 4 kids, you need that even more.
Yes, but it was amazing. So thank you.
Well, thank you for being there. I know that is not easy, but I think it was so good for you. And
It was worth it.
And you know what I was thinking this morning? It was so funny when I realized this. You know what we didn't talk about the whole weekend? We didn't talk about like the clothes as far as when we were doing training. Like it's so not about selling clothes. So we didn't talk about strategies for selling at all. It's really all about your belief. And that's what we really, really, we talked about the most, which I think is kind of funny and awesome. Okay. Thank you, Gina. I'm getting messages. I'm not sure. Meredith, are you on and wanting to talk? She was driving.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I
you're
can click
here.
talk.
You didn't make it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I think similar, like my takeaway similarly to everybody else that I've heard so far, is just, yeah, the community. I feel like after this weekend, it just like Erica's text, it just like lit a fire in me. And I feel like I never realized like the importance of like having that in-person like get together. Like the week before we had one with our other team, and it just like, it really just makes you believe and just kind of gives you a little bit of a spark. And I think that that's so important.
She looks tired.
Oh, Meredith, you got muted. Will you unmute real quick? There
we go. If you live by people locally, like it's just so important to kind of be together, to talk about things. But I think my biggest takeaway was just believing in ourselves and that it's okay if things take time, because yeah, things like this take time. It's not always like super easy and fast, but if you just hang in there for the long haul, it's so worth it. It's like so worth it. So be patient, put your blinders on, and just believe in yourself is my biggest takeaway.
Yay. Thank you. It was so great to meet you.
You too.
Okay. Anybody else who was there that wants to share that I'm not seeing?
Katie, can you hear me?
Yes. Are you with the cows?
while I'm walking back, and you guys, there's all the carnies. Yeah. Okay, so my biggest takeaway, I mean, is we've all kind of hit on it, but just being surrounded with everybody, and I just throwing feedback back and forth and seeing what works for people and stuff, and just the relationship bonding, and that is what this is all about, is growing our business, but yet growing ourselves, and just how we could be a better version of ourselves with this business. So absolutely, like all the other girls have said, get your booties there to the next one. It is only going
Janae,
to
Janae, look
your
at all
business
this.
and grow. So make sure whenever they announce it here in a little bit, that you put that on your goal, that you are going to be at the next Leaders and Achievers, because it is 1,000% worth it. Okay, that's all.
Thank you so much. Thanks for making time to talk to us tonight. Oh, okay. You guys, anybody else that I missed that wants to say anything? I think we got everybody that's on. In my podcast that I just recorded before I hopped on this call, I just talked about how, it might not be possible for everybody to come. I mean, there's a limited amount of people, right? But the importance of being together in the flesh with people is, we can't stress that enough. Even if it's you and one other team member who get together and have lunch, that is so important, because you guys, people are better in person. We're brighter, we're bigger, we're more dimensional, we're just more interesting. Like, this is a great tool to make this business scalable and efficient, but there's nothing that can replace human connection face to face. So if you don't have that in your business now, find a way to get it there. And reach out if you need help. If you don't know any reps that are near you, reach out. I can help you find some. But that connection and community is what keeps people here, and what makes this business so joyful. It's really not very joyful without that connection. So you need that in your business. Okay, Monica, anything else?
No, I just love hearing all of their takeaways. It was such a special weekend, and it was crazy busy, and we tried to fit a lot into a short amount of time. So the next one, I think we're going to make it just a little bit longer. Maybe we'll start Friday and then end on Sunday. But if you guys are ready, we can kind of share with you what we're thinking and when we're thinking.
I don't think they want to know yet.
You don't think so? Okay.
No, you guys are good, right?
Yeah, we can wait. We can wait. I'm so pumped. I'm like, I was just looking right before we got on the call at places, and they are good. They're really nice. Okay, ready? I'll share my screen.
Oh, do I need to do something?
Oh, no, you need to share your screen.
I do?
Or give me permission, I think. Let me try.
Here. Now try. So, okay.
There you go. Oh, can you hear my dog?
Yep, Lila. That's naughty.
So we are looking at Scottsdale, Arizona, in February of 2022, you guys. And these houses, I mean, I loved our house in Chicago. It was so just cool and unique. But these houses, we have large pools and hot tubs and mini golf courses and you name it. And we are so excited. Our group activity, we will not be boating, but we will be hiking, and it will be such a great time. So we are so pumped. Katie, you can talk about the qualifications if you'd like, or when we're thinking we're gonna.
Okay, so we are going to start this October. It'll go October, November, December of 2021. So that means I honestly think you should start practicing now, meaning get really comfortable recruiting. So just like last time, you'll also need to have pretty good sales, because there will likely be a tie, and the tiebreaker goes to the PV. So over those 3-month periods, it's the top 10 recruiters for those 3 months, and any ties go to the highest PV. So that's the achiever portion. Then the leader portion is you need to be a paid double Zaya, either brand new. So you need to hit double Zaya for the first time in October, November, or December. Or if you're already a double Zaya executive before the trip, you need to be a paid double Zaya 2 out of those 3 months. And we're doing a hard and fast rule on this one. So we are, if we only end up getting 4 double Zayas and 10 top recruiters, we'll add a few more top recruiter positions. So you can see that it's kind of a little bit dependent on how many double Zayas we have, but we're taking at least 10 of the top recruiters, potentially a few more. So now, you guys, I will say that with this last one, several people couldn't come. So if you're not like at the top of the list, don't give up. We ended up grabbing, I think, 5 more people down, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 5 down.
Yeah, and those people hustled. So like, you just never know. Just don't throw in the towel because you feel like you're not there. You just never know. Just work really, really hard and believe in yourself, and you can be there. So any questions about that or anything we missed? Anything we
I don't think so. I think you got them all.
The reason Monica was asking me this, the reason we're doing it again so soon is because this year is a little different. All the last few years that we've been reps, we've had some sort of leadership retreat from Zaya in January. Well, this year it's in May. And so we actually have kind of an open calendar as far as Zaya goes. So it really was perfect for us to put something kind of warm in the cold weather. So that's why we picked February, and that's why it will be, the qualifications will be this fall.
And hopefully we can pin down this house here in the next couple weeks and get it booked and be ready to go. There's a lot of amazing ones out there. So I'm excited.
Gina, I don't know if there will be an in-person mini summit. They haven't let us know. I kind of think no, but I guess I really have no idea. Okay. How's that sound? Are you guys excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I wish we could do a retreat for the whole team, but hey, we kind of are. And at Summit, we're hosting a big party for everybody who can be there. So that's another fun thing coming up that we'll be talking about soon.
Yes, gosh, that will be soon.
First Mexico.
Yes, first Mexico. A lot of the girls that were there this weekend will be in Mexico, which is so fun that we get to see them again so soon. And
yeah, it's so good.
And then Summit, and yeah, keep them coming.
Yep, all the things. Someday, you guys, someday, maybe write this down or remember me saying this, someday we'll be big enough where we host an entire team whole situation, okay? Someday. Not quite yet, but someday. And that will be so amazing.
Oh, that'll be fun to go back and listen to this call.
It'll be really fun.
Okay, guys, thank you all again for taking time out of your busy summer night to hang out with us. We loved seeing you, and let's see, Thursday night, try to be on that Discover Zaya call. We're going to shoot for about 30 minutes, so just pencil it in. Do everything that you can to be on for that half hour so we can get a lot of energy on that call. So, all right.
Yay.
Love
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
All right, good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.